Hi, welcome to the Golden Tara channel. My name is Vega. Today we are making Know Your Rights t-shirts using stencils and fabric paint. So these are stencils I made a long time ago. I think the stencils themselves are probably about maybe 9 years old. There's been many reasons for protests, and I've made t-shirts, Know Your Rights t-shirts for a very long time using this method. Primarily because I'm not a professional silk screener. I'm a crafter. I do it at home. But I use fabric paint, and I also, I have one that I've had for a while that I did my first batch, and I still have it. I've sold a few of these in crafting, flea markets and stuff like that, art fairs, art vending. So, just because of the political stuff of today, I feel like, and a lot of places are really censoring. So I have been wearing my Know Your Right shirts as much as I can. And, sadly, it's very relevant today. And these shirts that I'm printing it on are not your ordinary shirts. They are American Apparel shirts that I got when they had an American Apparel store in the University District, and they were closing the store. So they had some t-shirts. These are American-made, manufactured t-shirts in the United States. And it was such a big deal to have this store making t-shirts in the United States for an affordable price, because people didn't really, believe it could be done, or that the price would be affordable. But they were able to have some, affordable prices. You knew that you were paying an American manufacturer, but I don't really know why they closed. I haven't tried to do my research on it, but I just ended up buying some shirts, and with the plan of silk screening them with something, but I didn't know what I was going to silk screen on them at the time. So I have a few of those shirts that I'm going to work on. So the trick to doing this is making sure that you get the edges of the letters, especially the in-between spaces, because you want the words to be clear, readable. Also, because it's a very hot pink shirt, I feel like the white might need to be thicker, but I also like, however it turns out, I'm okay, really. The main thing is to just do them. The paint I'm using is Tulip Matte Fabric Paint. It is fabric paint in white. I have a black paint I'm going to use, but not for this one. Because it absorbs, the fabric paint gets absorbed. You kind of need to go over thing several times, but you don't want to saturate it too much, because if you do, you're gonna have over, you know, it's gonna run, quote unquote. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop there. Let's see how it looks. Here's the reveal. Make sure I have my hands clean. Spray some water. Okay. Maybe I should use a tool to pull it off, just to make sure it's not going to get dirty. Okay, here's the little thing there. Oh, nice. I like it. Let's see what this is. I think there's a little bit of a dust got in there. Now I see a thing there. I am okay with that. If you're okay with it, I can read it. It says, "Know your rights. Am I being detained? I do not consent to a search. I want to speak to a lawyer. I will remain silent." So one shirt down, and I have a few more to go. Once I let the paint dry on the shirt, I then make the paint permanent by ironing it and putting, I put a piece of cotton fabric over it as to protect the ink. And once that cools down, that makes the ink permanent and will stay on for a while. Thanks for watching.